Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am guest designing for Kscraft and I have a spring picnic basket to share with you guys. I have also made a mini album that I would like to show you, and I am just having so much fun with this Kscraft Guest Design. I have been just making away and enjoying using my papers. And thank you all so much for your kind words. I really appreciate them so very much and your time spent here with me. So in the spring picnic basket set, it comes with these two pieces here. This is such a nice size that you can even use this as an embellishment base, you guys. So when you cut it out, it looks like this. It has the lovely stitching details. It does come out with the circle in the middle, so you can attach many things in the middle if you want to, or just cover it up if you're making mini embellishments. So you have two pieces of that. Then you also have the handle part. Now there's something I want to tell you about the handle part. A lot of the people, or especially if you are new to crafting or you haven't got a big cutting machine base, then you might have to cut this twice if you wanted to use this to get the stitching detail. But honestly, if you don't mind not having the stitching detail, you can easily cut this just using your guillotine or paper cutter. This one measures like 10.5 inches tall and it's like 1 inch wide. So you just have to cut that piece with the guillotine, and then you just have to cut another piece that's a bit smaller. That is just a little tip that I wanted to share because not every crafters have those big cutting plates. Also, it comes with the lid part. Now, the lid part is a very handy part as well. So after you have made your picnic basket, you can also utilize this piece for many different things, for making a box base. And then you can make a lid a little bit slightly bigger to fit it to make another lid for it. So this one, you cut it out and it also has these gluing tabs all ready for you. And they also give you two of the layering part that has the stitching detail for this bit here. Then you also get the stitching detail for the box top and the stitching detail for the sides. You also get this part here. Now this is the base for the side of the picnic basket, and you get the stitching layering pieces for the side as well. This is the base shape. So you cut this out twice, and this is the layering piece. So you can cut this out twice as well because you need one for the front and the back. But if you also wanted to cover the inside as well, if you were using a plain paper, so you know those single-sided paper, if you wanted to cover the inside and not make it white, you should cut out two more of this so you have two for the inside as well. This is the bottom part of the die. And you can also use this one here to layer for your bottom part if you wanted to. Or you can cut out more of this piece and layer inside the picnic basket as well. It also comes with a beautiful tulip bow making set. So this is the bow size. It is on the smaller side, but I absolutely love this tulip bow making set so much. This is a layering piece. So you can use this throughout the year. You can add the tulip part or you can choose not to. But the tulip part is absolutely beautiful. Now these two pieces, you might be wondering what these are. These create the leaves for the tulips and you will get to see. You also get the layering pieces for the tulip flower, and you get a little strip for the middle part of the bow, but I have not utilized that. I usually don't utilize that when I'm making my bows because I like to add different things like textures and different resin flat back charms and things like that. So you get a bow making set and a 3D project set, plus you can have bits that you can use from the set to make your mini embellishments. So let me move on to show you some of the bows that I have been making. So this is my beautiful tulip bow. Now, if you see this one here, I have also used the tulip pattern paper to layer on top of the bow. When you cut out using that set there, you get this size bow. This bow actually comes from another set which I haven't shared with you guys, but it does make a little slightly smaller size bow and it gives the stitching detail, so I wanted to layer it and see how it looks. So I made two different versions, but with the set you get this tulip bow. So there is the base here. On top of the base, you will be layering the tulip layering piece on top of the base like this, okay? Then you will be cutting out two of this bit here. Now I'm gonna show you the shape of that one. So it looks like this, you guys. So you're gonna cut out two of this, and when you cut it out, you're going to be adding this to the tulip base here. You're going to add the glue there, and then you're going to place it like this. Then you're going to add glue there, and then you're going to place this the other way, so it looks like this. See, now you have the leaves for the tulip part. And oh my gosh, I really love this set so very much. I have cut some in mirror cardstock as well, and the color just really accentuates things so nicely. I have made this one here. So I have made different combos of the different tulip colors, as you can see. And in the middle part, of course, I didn't use this paper strip, but I added like embroidery yarn or like some chenille yarn and some sparkly yarn in the middle. And I love my tulip bows so much. Here is a pinkier version. So using everything from the bow set, you can make this. Can you imagine going through all your green papers to make this tulip? And you know what's so good about these tulip bits? You can use your tiny scrap of papers. Tiny scraps of precious paper bits you can utilize for this project. Okay, so I've showed you my bows. Now, I am going to go ahead and show you my completed picnic basket. Here is my completed picnic basket. There is a tutorial available for you guys to watch on Hannah's YouTube channel, which I'll link down below. For my picnic basket, I have featured my beautiful tulips a lot more because tulip is my favorite flower. I love the simple elegance of it. I love the shape of it. So I have made many tulips without the bow, and to make that, when you glue the tulip leaves together and there's the tulips up there, after it's dry, you just have to cut the middle. Then you end up having two pieces of the tulips. So I just simply added them all to the bottom part of my picnic basket to feature them, and so I can look at beautiful tulips. On the side, I have used a thick felt sheet of the fence, and this is the other side. I got to utilize the different flower brads that I have in my stash. Now, brad is something I don't use a lot in my crafting, so I really didn't want to go buy another set to make all of the fours the same, but I think it makes it really unique because I use two of this design and two of the other floral one on the other side. And by adding the foil cardstock, it also accents things really nicely, as you can see. So to do the this part here, I cut out, I had this bit here, right? Then I made the bow. Now in the middle part of the bow, I punched a circle, like a tiny circle hole, so I can put the brad through the bow, then through this, and I also punched out a little hole to go through this space here. Now I am going to show you the top, so you can move it down like this because of the bread, and then you can put it back up like this. I also like this design with the handle this way because when you're sending your happy mail, filling this with the goodies, your lid's not gonna fall off easily, and this handle protects it really nicely. So this one, you just push it to the side, and when you do that, the bows go to the side like this, and it just lifts off easily like this. There's my grass pattern paper that I've used for the inside, because this is a lovely tulip field. And as you can see, I want to show you where I put the breads. I punched a little hole just using my pokey tool. Just enough for the bread bits to go in. Then I just did that. Now, because I was using just a single-sided paper, I wanted the pattern to be inside. So what I did is I cut all of the bases out twice so I can mat the inside as well. But you don't have to do that. As I have explained before, you can just use the stitched layering pieces to cover the inside. But I wanted like a seamless look inside, so I just cut out my pattern papers twice and just backed it twice. Then only use the stitch layering pieces for the outside. So that's a really simple, fast way for you to create this handle part. Hannah does the handle part a little bit differently, so you decide which way you would like to create for yourself. Because every crafter finds different methods more easier. Like one way is much easier than the other. For me, it was less frustrating for me to do it this way. And I absolutely love my picnic basket so much. If you're wondering about the pattern paper I have used the Obed Marshall Fantastico collection papers. It has such beautiful array of rainbow colors in that paper pad. You can create all sorts of things with that paper pad. And I absolutely love my picnic basket. Isn't that beautiful? It's nice and simple and so elegant too. Next, I am going to move on to show you my mini album. I just could not stop at making the picnic basket, because the picnic basket, if you look at the base shape, it also looks like the pot shape. So I happen to also have this beautiful large daisy set that Hannah has sent me. And then I decided that I am going to make great use of the large floral set and the base of the picnic basket set to make my flower pot mini album. And I just absolutely love it. So I have previously shared with you guys this one that I have double layered, the large one and the smaller size together, and made a shaker for the middle part of the flower. And then I added the trim all around to give it that beautiful finishing touch. For making this mini album, it is a really simple process. The only thing that's going to take a lot of time is for you to die cut all the pages. I have 6 pages here, so I needed 12 of each of the elements that I have added to the page. So for example, I needed to cut out 12 of these. This is the base for the page. And I also cut out 12 of these because I wanted to do the add the stitching details on top, and also make the pages look beautiful by showing you the base color and the pattern on top. Then for this top part of the flower pot, I used the longer stitched rectangle, which is meant to be part of the lid layering piece, and I added that here. So I needed to cut 12 of this as well. So that's how my base is formed. For the flower part, I just simply added the flower that I have made previously. But for the back, I have also layered another two pieces, and then I added a circular sticker piece in the middle to show the beautiful flower. And I have used various pattern papers from the Jen Hadfield Flower Child and the Obed Marshall Fantastico. It is a really fun, easy way to make a shaped mini album. Just use whatever shape that you have that's large enough to make a mini album. And you just have to cut out all of the pieces, layering pieces, and just glue them together, and it just comes together. For my pages with the flower, what I did was I cut out the 12 of the larger size daisy, 12 of the smaller size daisy, and then I layered the large one and the small one together, and I backed it as well. So I did 2 for the front, 2 for the back. And then after completing the flower, before gluing the front and the back page, I glued the bottom part of the flower just at the top bit here. Then I glued the pages together. And that's how my page was formed. And to complete it, I just use this ball chain. I love using these ball chains for my page binding. You just punch out 2 holes in the places that you think it's great to have the holes. And then you just make sure you use the front page as a template to guide you to punch the holes in the same area. So let me go ahead and show you my completed flower pot mini album. Doesn't it look beautiful? It says always and forever. That's how it looks when you open up. There. And this one says, for all you do, for all you are, all our thanks. So for the middle part of the flower, I basically utilized all of the circle-shaped stickers or circular-shaped ephemera pieces and just accented it that way. I left it blank because I am going to be gifting this to a friend in the future, so she can decorate the rest of the page with photos or stickers or letters or whatever she wants to add into this flower pot mini album. The next 2 pages are like this, and the next 2 are like this. And if you have noticed, I utilize all of my heavy floral pattern papers. Why? Normally, I don't like to use heavy pattern paper against another heavy pattern design, but I'm having fun with the floral theme, so I really wanted to just accentuate the floral beauty, and I just use lots of beautiful, heavily patterned floral papers for this mini album. But because my pots are more on the plainer side, like less busier side, it really works together nicely. These are the sticker pieces, and then those are the other 2, and then that's the final. And to finish it off, I have added my Kscraft resin charms on the side. And it's just such a beautiful way to store your beautiful summer memories or spring memories. And these ball charms, they just work really nicely for binding your pages. So I hope you have enjoyed watching what I've been making. And thank you so much for following along my Kscraft Guest Design project shares. I really appreciate you guys being here, spending time with me. I do have probably a couple more videos I'm going to share because I do have a little bit more of the die sets that I need to share with you guys. But in the meantime, if you haven't been watching my previous guest design shares, make sure you guys go and watch that. Thank you so very much for your kind words. Bye for now.